Hi everybody, my name is Nate from the Kraemer Life, and today we're going to be converting this 55-gallon plastic food grade drum into a watering system for our pigs. So this plastic barrel is made by Next Drum. It is made of HDPE type 2 plastic, which is a very highly rated plastic for food safe storage. And that's because this plastic, all of the polymers in the plastic are densely packed, and so there's very little chance of leaching into your food or into the water. It also contains 2 bung holes at the top. I think that's what they're called. And one is a 56 millimeter buttress style, and the other one is a 56 millimeter NPS style thread. I'm going to bring you in closer here and show you my plan, and we're going to build this together and see if this works. The materials we're going to be working with today, first of all, this is a Charlotte pipe 2-inch inside diameter male thread to a hub Schedule 40 adapter, followed by a Charlotte pipe 2-inch diameter spigot to hub 90 degree Schedule 40 elbow, a 3/4 inch male thread to 3/4 inch diameter adapter PVC fitting, a 3/4 inch bushing with a 1/2 inch thread PVC adapter, a 1/2 inch male thread to 1/2 inch inside thread PVC riser fitting. We'll also be using this monoflow stainless steel nipple drinker with a 1/2 inch thread, and of course plumber's tape. You're also going to need some groove joint pliers or some sort of plier, an adjustable wrench, a drill with a drill bit. This happens to be a 3/8 inch drill bit. You might be able to go smaller or a little bit larger, maybe even a 1/2 inch. You will also need some PVC cement. Let's take off the 2-inch NPS thread and insert in the 2-inch male adapter. This one should just thread on directly, no issues, should have exact same threading type. Now I'm not going to use plumber's tape on this one, only because this is really where we're going to be pouring water into. You'll see how here in a second, and it's not going to be under any pressure. Next, we're going to take our elbow fitting, and it will fit right into there. And I have it sticking straight out because this is actually going to be the top, and this will be laid on its side on the bottom. If you want, you can glue this in place. I'm going to do a dry run first, so I'm not going to glue it in. All right, now on the buttress side. This side's slightly more difficult, but not difficult. What we'll end up doing is taking the 3/4 inch threaded male to slip joint 3/4 inch and screwing it into the threads that are in the center of the 56 millimeter buttress fitting. But as you can see, we need to drill out the cap. Drill that out so water can get through there. It actually drilled out pretty easily. I think I'm going to widen that up, and I'm going to make that a 1/2 inch hole instead of a 3/8 inch. Next, we're going to take our 3/4 inch bushing to 1/2 inch thread, and we're going to glue it into the piece that we just put in. This is not going to be a high pressure system, so I really don't need to go to all this length. I don't need to prime it first, but I'm going to anyway. So I'll apply primer. I'm doing it over this board so I hopefully don't get the barrel And put it in just like so. Alright, we'll let that dry for a little bit. Next we will take our 1/2 inch threaded male to inside 1/2 inch riser, and that's going to go in here. Again, it's not a high pressure system, so you probably really don't need plumber's tape, but let's just add it just for fun. Okay. Alright. Next, what we're going to do is insert the water nipple into the riser. They're both 1/2 inch threaded, and I'll apply the plumber's tape. Again, even though we probably don't need to, but you know. And this is the one that I'm most concerned about making a good seal. Tighten by hand a little bit, and then I'll use, not going too tight with it, but tight enough. Okay. And there we are. And now that simply goes into the 56mm buttress style bung hole. And you want to make sure that the watering nipple is positioned correctly. And so what we will do is turn it so the nipple inside is pointing upwards. That was pretty simple. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go position this thing on the front porch. I'm going to fill it up a little bit with water and test this out to see if it leaks at all. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create the base for this that this is going to sit on in the pig's paddock. So let's go fill it up with some water and see how it works. All right, as you can see, I have this laid on its side. So I have my fill port here. This is also a ventilation port. And the watering nipple is down here. I did adjust it so it is facing the correct way. So the nipple that they push is at the top here, and the drain portion is down at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling this up so it's at least above this bung hole here, so we can get some water to see how well it works. We'll come back in a little while and see how full it is. Found our first leak, and that's right here on the bung hole cap. I don't think there's a very good seal, so I need to get a better seal on it. So I want to make sure there's nothing, no debris inside this. Make sure I close this thing with the Alright, let's continue filling it up. I did stop the leaking here, I believe. It just needed a little bit more pressure than hand tightening on it. And now I just need to adjust the water nipple so it is facing the right way. There we go. All right, and now the pigs can get water as they need to. The one thing I am worried about with this design is since the way that I had to make this adapter, it sticks out so far, I am worried that the pigs will break this. We'll see how it goes, because pigs do apply quite a bit of force on things. So we'll see how that goes. The good thing is it's easy to replace these pieces, and you can get a replacement cap for these holes, and so I'm not ruining the whole barrel itself. So let's go create a base for this and put it out into the paddock. The stand that I'm going to make is a pretty simple design. I'm just going to take some 2x4s and cross them together and then lay the barrel up there. Now, I did a quick Google search and found that I want the watering nipple about 24 to 30 inches above ground. So what I did is I made a little template, and I'll show it to you here. I'm going to lay the 2x4s down on this plywood here and arrange them to make it so when I lay the barrel in this groove, the water nipple is in this range here. So to show you a little further, this is 24 inches from the ground to 30 inches. So I need to be within this 6-inch range. The 23-inch width that you see right here is the width of the barrel, and I want the legs to be wider than the barrel at the ground to give it more stability. Visually, that is, this water nipple here is between the 24 and 30-inch mark. And I am on the lines on the sides to make sure that I'm centered in this area, and now I can lay down the 2x4s and make them match, or make them fit the way I want them to. Now these are just scrap 2x4s. I didn't get anything special. I think I'm going to have the 2x4s extend past the ground so I can cut them at an angle to make a better, to have it more footing on the ground. I can't quite make it at a 90 degree because then I'm not. Well, actually, no, I'll be wider. So it looks like I can do a 90 degree angle there. Alright, it's about where I want it, right there. Yeah, that's 90 degrees. Alright, well that'll work. This one I'm not going to cut an angle. I'm just going to have a touch there. Same with this one. Let's do a square. And that comes up there. And that goes about right there. Alright, there we are. I had to do this one a second time because the first time I was doing it, this slid out of place. I didn't realize it when I was screwing it down. So I had to redo it. Okay. Now let's mark this. And this is the top. Top. I need to cut these now. Alright, I'm marking the length or the height of this barrel. 3 feet tall, or 3 feet in length. So that means the legs need to be less than 3 feet apart. So that'll go there. The other one will go there, and we'll join them together. And we'll do that with some more 2x4s. 2x4 is 33.5 inches long, so that's the distance that I'm going to make at feet from each other. So I don't know the best way of doing this. We'll start by putting I want to make sure that the end of this 2x4 is on the back 2x4. Let's give it a test fit. Okay, that's 26.5 inches tall. So now all I have to do is make this base a lot more secure, which means more cross bracing with 2x4s. So let's put those on. When the water barrel is full of water, 55 gallons of water, that weighs nearly 460 pounds. And I am worried that the weight will cause these legs to try to spread apart. And I'm not sure that the 4 screws that are down here at the joint will actually hold it together. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of 2x2 and join the legs together down here so they can't spread apart. This leg is offset a bit, it's back, so I need to put a piece of 2x4 up at the front here so I have a flat surface to screw the 2x2 onto. And I'll do that on the back set of legs as well. Here it is. This is the finished product. There's a couple things that I want to mention. I did end up cementing this piece into place. I'm probably going to get another piece that widens this mouth so it's easier to pour water into it. And if the mouth is higher than the top of the drum, then I can fill the drum 100% full. And that's one of the things I was worried about with this design, is being able to put all 55 gallons of water in the drum. I plan on keeping this more than halfway full at all times because I want the weight of this to prevent the pigs from pushing it off at the stand here. But I also may take a strap and strap this down to the stand in case the pigs do decide to rub up against it or try to push it off of the stand. I might end up painting the barrel. Right now, with it being white, that means sunlight's going to get through it and algae will start growing inside. And so if I paint it a different color where sunlight can't get into the inside, that'll help algae from growing inside. Black barrels and blue barrels are available. The black ones are going to attract a lot of heat. Maybe the blue barrel would be a little bit better. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to go put this out into one of the pig pens and get it filled up with water. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And oh, if you want instructions and cut sheets on the frame, the 2x4 frame here, and all of the pieces that are required for using the bung holes of the 55-gallon plastic barrels, there's a link in the description of this video for you to download that information. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I've been out here 10 minutes filling it up, and they've used it as a rubbing post, scratching post. They've bitten every piece of wood on it, and they're testing to see how strong it is. Oh, they also try to eat the watering hose. So we'll see how well this works. See if this actually holds up. One thing they haven't done yet is bitten the nipple to see that there's water that comes out. Right here. Right there. Yeah, come on, right here. Right there. Don't bite my finger. Right there. Come on. Ready to go. Yeah, close. You're so close. Right there. Come on. Look. It's right here. Come on. Come on, Mo. It's right here, buddy. You got it.